Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
A former WWE star has claimed that Roman Reigns wasn't lying about John Cena during their feud in 2017. Reigns became the face of the company after Cena decided to pursue a career in Hollywood. The GOAT was the face of the WWE for a decade, starting in 2005 when he won the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 21. He would dominate the company to the point that fans wanted him to turn heel. While Cena was a polarizing figure, Roman Reigns was even more divisive due to how WWE handled his initial push. During their feud in 2017, the Cenation leader was accused of having a golden shovel that held back the company. On a recent episode of the Massive Heat podcast, Matt Morgan discussed WWE's decision to counter AEW, starting with the placement of WrestlePalooza on the same day as All Out. He mentioned how bad WWE was before AEW was founded, pointing to John Cena's dominating the booking. "I get what they're doing, but it's not good for the culture. I'm just keeping it real. It's not good for the business. What's good for the business is another secondary company that's paying millions of dollars to talents right now. Everybody keeps forgetting. Everybody loves John Cena now that he's retiring. They forget the captive state he kept WWE in all those years with the golden shovel. Roman Reigns wasn't lying of burying younger talents, and I love Johnny. He's a friend, but it's the truth," Morgan said. John Cena and Matt Morgan came up together in WWE during the early 2000s. Cena made his main roster debut in 2002, with Morgan getting called up a year later. Cena turned into the GOAT, while Morgan was released in 2005. He made his name at the Blueprint in TNA Wrestling. John Cena set to face Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza. After attacking John Cena last Friday on SmackDown, Brock Lesnar confirmed that he'll be facing his former rival at WrestlePalooza. Cena has 7 appearances left in his retirement tour, with 2 of them happening next week. The GOAT is set to appear on Raw next Monday in Springfield, Massachusetts, and then at WrestlePalooza on September 20th. He's also set to appear at Crown Jewel, Perth in October and Survivor Series, War Games in November. His final match is scheduled for December 13th, with 2 more appearances left. For decades, WWE has stood tall as the largest professional wrestling promotion in the world, building icons that transcend the squared circle. From Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin to The Rock and John Cena, the company has always relied on larger-than-life stars to carry the brand forward. However, the transition from one era to another has not always been smooth, with accusations of burying younger talent frequently thrown at WWE's top names. Recently, a veteran of the wrestling industry weighed in on one of the most heated debates among fans: who between Roman Reigns and John Cena was truly guilty of holding back the next generation. In a blunt but respectful take, the veteran claimed that Roman Reigns wasn't the one lying or burying the future of WWE, it was John Cena who often did that. The statement immediately sparked conversations among fans, given that Cena has often faced criticism for his tendency to overpower younger stars during their pushes. While the veteran emphasized that Cena remains a good friend, they made it clear that the truth had to be spoken. Roman Reigns' rise in WWE. Roman Reigns has been at the forefront of WWE for nearly a decade, and during his reign as the Tribal Chief, he has arguably carried the company on his back. Since 2020, his character transformation has turned him into the most dominant and compelling champion in recent memory. His storytelling ability, combined with the star power of the Bloodline faction, has created one of the most engaging eras in WWE history. Yet despite his dominance, Reigns has consistently been praised for elevating the talent around him. Stars such as Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes have all benefited immensely from being tied into storylines with Reigns. Rather than burying these stars, Reigns' presence has added credibility and heightened their popularity. Even when Reigns wins, the narrative often ensures that his opponents come out looking stronger. A prime example is Jey Uso's rise to main event Jey, which stemmed directly from his battles with Reigns. Similarly, Sami Zayn's involvement with the Bloodline made him one of the most beloved babyfaces of the modern era. The John Cena criticism. While John Cena is an undisputed legend, holding 16 world championships and being the face of WWE for over a decade, his career has not been free of controversy. Many fans and wrestling insiders argue that Cena's dominant booking often came at the expense of up-and-coming stars. During his prime, Cena was positioned as an unbeatable force, the Superman of WWE. While this made him a hero to many fans, it created frustration when younger stars repeatedly failed to break through against him. Wrestlers like Wade Barrett, Rusev, Bray Wyatt, and Nexus were seen as victims of Cena's overpowering victories. Wade Barrett and Nexus, 2010. The Nexus invasion angle was one of WWE's most exciting storylines in years. However, when it came time for the group to face Cena at SummerSlam, the momentum was crushed. Cena defeated multiple Nexus members almost single-handedly, effectively killing the faction's credibility. Rusev, 2015. Rusev's undefeated streak and monster heel run were ended by Cena at WrestleMania 31. Many felt Rusev could have been built into a top star, but losing to Cena halted his momentum. Bray Wyatt, 2014. Wyatt was one of WWE's most unique and intriguing characters, but his WrestleMania loss to Cena was a major setback. Wyatt himself has admitted that the defeat derailed his push. These examples have fueled the perception that Cena, intentionally or not, buried younger talent to maintain his own position at the top. The WWE veteran's take. Speaking on the matter, the veteran explained that Roman Reigns' approach to leadership and storytelling has been far different from Cena's. Roman isn't lying when he says he elevates the people around him. Look at what he did for Jey Uso, for Sami, for Cody. Even in defeat, they looked like bigger stars. With Cena, as much as I respect him and as much as he's my friend, he had a tendency to bury guys. That's just the truth. The veteran stressed that this wasn't an attempt to disrespect Cena, but rather an honest reflection of history. Cena was the chosen top guy during WWE's PG era, and the company booked him as nearly unstoppable. While it worked for his brand, it left many younger wrestlers in his shadow. Roman, on the other hand, seems more comfortable sharing the spotlight while still protecting his status as the tribal chief. Why Roman Reigns is different? There are several reasons why Roman's reign is viewed more positively than Cena's. The storytelling element. Reigns' feuds are story-driven, with clear character development for everyone involved. Even when his opponents lose, they gain credibility. Willingness to share the spotlight. Roman has allowed his faction members, especially the Usos and Solo Sikoa, to shine. Jey Uso's solo push would not have been possible without Roman's dominance as a foil. Longevity with purpose. Unlike Cena, whose victories often ended storylines abruptly, Reigns' wins are part of a larger narrative. Losing to him doesn't mean the end for a star, it often means the beginning of their evolution. Modern wrestling environment. WWE today operates in a different space than in Cena's prime. The rise of AEW and global wrestling visibility means stars can't simply be buried without fan backlash. Reigns' approach is more in tune with modern fans' expectations. Fans' divided opinions. The debate over Cena versus Reigns is one that may never be settled. On social media, fans quickly weighed in. Cena supporters argue that WWE's booking decisions were not always his choice. He simply played the role given to him, and the company prioritized him as the face of the PG era. Reigns' supporters emphasize his ability to create stars through storytelling, pointing to the undeniable rise of several wrestlers linked to the Bloodline saga. Some fans also note that Cena has made efforts in his later years to give back. His feud with AJ Styles helped solidify Styles' WWE career, and his recent matches against Austin Theory and Solo Sikoa were framed as passing the torch. The bigger picture in WWE. At the heart of the debate is WWE's responsibility to balance the elevation of current stars while building the future. Cena's dominance during his prime ensured that WWE had a reliable face, but it may have stunted potential megastars along the way. Reigns, however, has benefited from hindsight and a shift in WWE's creative approach under Triple H's leadership. With Roman eventually stepping away from full-time competition, the way he has elevated others will leave a lasting impact. Stars like Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, and even future challengers will all benefit from having been tied to the Tribal Chiefs era. The WWE veterans claim that Roman Reigns wasn't the one burying younger talent, but John Cena will certainly fuel heated debates in wrestling circles for years to come. While both men are legends in their own right, their approaches to maintaining their spots at the top were clearly different. Roman Reigns' era has shown that dominance does not have to come at the expense of others, it can, in fact, lift the entire roster. John Cena, meanwhile, remains an icon who did what was expected of him in his time, though perhaps at the cost of others' momentum. As the veteran said bluntly, "He's a friend, but it's the truth." And in WWE, truth often hits harder than any finishing move.